Cubism City, the dimensional nexus, is a visionary metropolis where architecture, urban design, and philosophy merge to express the characteristics of the first five dimensions. It is a place where the journey from simplicity to complexity is embodied in the physical space, allowing inhabitants and visitors alike to experience the nuances of each dimension. Distinguishable districts. 1. Linearity Avenue, first dimension, one dimension. This district represents the most basic form of existence, length without width or height. Buildings here are thin, long, and narrow, stretching like singular lines across the horizon. Urban design. Streets are perfectly straight, intersecting at parallel angles, devoid of curves or bends. The entire environment feels like a pure, minimalist expression of the one-dimensional concept of space. Symbolism. The district embodies purity, simplicity, and the linear flow of thought or existence, drawing the observer to reflect on the beauty of the most elementary forms. 2. Planar Plaza, second dimension, two dimensions. Architectural concept. Planar Plaza introduces width to the cityscape, creating flat, expansive structures that are spread out horizontally like sheets of paper. Urban design. Buildings are arranged in a precise geometric grid with no vertical elements. Wide, flat parks, plazas, and roads dominate the district, with squares and circles intersecting to form intricate two-dimensional designs. Symbolism. The district represents a step forward in complexity, where two-dimensional patterns reflect the richness of surface, geometry, and the relationships between length and width. 3. Spatial Towers, third dimension, three dimensions. Architectural concept. In Spatial Towers, the city comes alive with three-dimensional depth. The architecture features soaring skyscrapers, spiraling towers, and structures of various shapes and heights, all integrated into multi-level designs. Urban design. Streets curve and wind around towering buildings. Plazas are built on multiple levels, and there is a strong focus on the vertical interplay between spaces. Bridges connect different structures at various heights, creating a dynamic urban labyrinth. Symbolism. This district is a mirror of the familiar, three-dimensional world, but with an emphasis on the interactions between height, width, and depth, highlighting the complexity and richness of our lived experience. 4. Temporal Boulevard, fourth dimension, time. Architectural concept. The Temporal Boulevard district pushes the boundaries of the third dimension by incorporating the flow of time. Buildings are in constant flux, with parts of the architecture transforming, extending, or retracting at different times of the day or year. Urban design. Moving walkways, changing streets, and temporal sculptures that evolve throughout the day dominate the district. The entire urban layout shifts and reshapes itself, reflecting the passage of time. Symbolism. This district is a representation of time's role in shaping space. It invites reflection on the impermanence and ever-changing nature of reality, as the city itself breathes and transforms with the flow of time. Number 5. Possibility pathways, fifth dimension, multiple realities. Architectural concept. This is the most abstract district, where buildings seem to exist in multiple states at once, flickering between different forms depending on the observer's perspective. Architecture defies the usual rules, bending, twisting, and folding in impossible ways. Urban design. Streets loop, spiral, and split into multiple paths, offering different experiences depending on choices made along the way. Some paths lead to entirely different realities, represented through optical illusions and interactive elements. Symbolism. The district reflects the fifth dimension's essence, endless possibilities and parallel realities. It embodies the idea that multiple outcomes coexist, and the choices we make influence which reality we experience. Artistic integration. The city's progression through dimensions is reflected in the art that fills its public spaces. Linearity Avenue features minimalist sculptures composed of single lines and intersections. In Planar Plaza, flat murals and geometric sculptures play with patterns and optical illusions. Spatial Towers is filled with dynamic, three-dimensional sculptures that invite interaction, while Temporal Boulevard features art that evolves over time, changing with the seasons or even the time of day. Finally, Possibility Pathways houses surreal, multi-layered installations that shift and transform based on the viewer's position, creating a sense of stepping into alternate realities. The citizens of the dimensional nexus live by a philosophy that explores the interplay between dimensions, recognizing the fluidity and complexity of reality. For them, life is not restricted to a linear path. Choices, time, and perception weave together to shape their experiences. The city's design encourages a way of life centered on exploration, creativity, and introspection, where the boundaries of space and time are continuously questioned and redefined. Inhabitants are explorers of both the mind and the physical world, constantly reflecting on how reality changes with each new layer of dimension they encounter. They believe that perception is the key to understanding the universe, and by traversing the different districts of the city, they engage with the building blocks of existence, from the simplicity of lines to the infinite possibilities of multidimensional realities. Curiosity. In a city designed to embody dimensional progression, the culture is one of discovery and curiosity. Every street, building, and artwork invites further contemplation. Especially in possibility pathways, the idea that choices shape reality is deeply ingrained. People are encouraged to explore different paths, both metaphorically and literally. Embracing change. Temporal Boulevard emphasizes the importance of accepting and adapting to change, seeing it as a natural part of life that shapes the world around us. In the dimensional nexus, life is seen as a fluid, ever-evolving journey through space, time, and beyond, reflecting a deep connection between the individual, their choices, and the vast, multi-layered nature of reality.